swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, you may proceed.
Police Court. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Would you please state your name?
I'm Detective Angela Carter,
And how are you employed?
Gwinnett County Police Homicide Unit.
How long have you worked for Gwinnett County Police?
Since October 2016, so 9 years.
9 years. And how long have you been in the homicide unit?
It is since September 2021,
Okay.
and I've been in investigations since March of 2020.
So you were an investigator in another area of the agency before homicide?
Yes,
Ma'am, are you certified under state of Georgia guidelines as a law enforcement officer?
yes,
And did you attend a police academy at the beginning of your career?
yes,
Since you've been in homicide, in addition to periodic and annual qualifications that you have to attend and complete for your certification as a law enforcement officer, have you completed and attended other training in relation to homicide investigations?
yes, I have.
All right, so I'm going to call your attention to the morning of June 26th of 2024. Were you requested by a supervisor to respond to some location in reference to this case?
Yes,
And was that in the city of Norcross?
yes.
And who was it that contacted you?
My sergeant, Michael Poppy.
Is Sergeant Poppy, is he Detective Sergeant of Homicide?
Yes, he is.
And where, do you recall where you responded to?
Yes, 5945 Oakbrook Parkway in Norcross, the Big Mountain.
Now, what time of day was this?
I got there around 9 o'clock in the morning.
All right, and where were you responding from?
My house, I had just dropped my son off for school.
And were you on the way to work in any event?
Yes,
When you arrived on scene at that location, were there other officers there?
yes,
Did you make contact with them and with your sergeant?
yes,
He was there at the scene?
yes,
And after speaking with them, were you alerted to the fact that an individual named Rashad Murphy had been taken into custody?
yes,
Was there another individual there on the scene that was in the back of a patrol car?
yes,
And were you alerted that that person's name was Charmaine Steiger?
yes,
After arriving and speaking to your supervisor, did you make contact with her?
I did.
Did you actually walk up to the patrol car and open the door and speak with her through the door?
I did.
And at some point, did you request that she come with you to a precinct office?
Yes,
Did she agree to go?
yes,
And once at the precinct office, did you end up interviewing her or attempting to interview her?
I interviewed her.
Okay. Did it come to your attention during that time that a cell phone had been located within the Chevy Cruze?
Yes,
And you were alerted when you came to the scene that Mr. Murphy had been detained after getting out of the Chevy Cruze?
yes,
And that the Chevy Cruze was related to an investigation of a homicide here in Tampa?
yes,
Was that phone that was found in the Chevy Cruze, was it brought to you by another officer?
yes, it was.
When you received it, was it open and running?
Yes,
Was there an app or an application that was running on the phone?
yes.
What type of application?
Maps.
So is that
Navigation.
a navigation application? Okay, that can be utilized as navigation or GPS.
Correct.
And had Ms. Steiger given you consent and permission to go and obtain the phone and bring it to that
Yes.
location? Okay. Once you had it there with you, did you provide it to her to look at?
Correct.
All right, and she had asked to look at her phone.
Yes.
And after looking at it, did some message pop up that you actually visualized and saw on the screen?
Yes.
Did it have the name Julio Foolio on it?
Yes.
And after looking at that message, did Ms. Steiger tell you she no longer wanted to look at the phone?
Yes.
And at some point around that time, did you seize the phone?
I did.
Why did you do that?
To preserve evidence, because based on the content and evidence and conversations we had had at that point, I believed that there was evidence in the phone. And it's very
yeah.
easy to wipe
Yes.
data off phones and delete it.
Did you at some point, or was at some point that phone provided to another officer within the Gwinnett County Police Department for analysis or extraction?
Yes.
the phone was provided to this person to conduct a Celebrite extraction, is that correct?
Forensic download.
A forensic download, all right, and that's using software that is connected to the phone?
Yes, they use a program called Key. They do a download of the phone, and then they put it into Celebrite Reader, so we can review the content.
Okay, so that's a parsing application or software?
Yes.
And was that a Corporal Harden that conducted or attempted to conduct that download?
He did. He can.
All right. Now, did you have contact with detectives who were in route from Tampa up to Atlanta?
Yes.
And from that point forward, were you in communication with Detective Juan Ramos?
I was.
Was it brought to your attention that there was some difficulty trying to extract information from the phone?
Yes.
And why was that?
They had plugged up the phone to start the download with Key, and it failed twice. So they wanted to leave it running all night, and they put it on a charger. Well, when it's being extracted with Key, they have to use they have to plug it in through the charger, so they can't actually charge the phone. That way they had it on a wireless charger. So when they came back in the next morning, the phone had died, and they didn't know why. The case was still on it, and when they took the case off the phone, they realized that the back of the phone was damaged, so the wireless charger wasn't working.
All right, and for the record, you were showing the jury in the courtroom the charging port. Yeah.
What it was called at first.
And so the phone had a case on it, similar to what you have on your phone, it
Correct.
appears. And when that case was removed, a protective case removed from the phone, there was damage noted.
Yeah, and that's what caused it to die, and the wireless charger not to work.
All right. And was there some information, though, that was extracted from the phone?
Yes, they were able to get a BFU, which is a before first unlock.
Was that provided to you?
Yes.
And did you start reviewing that information?
Mode.
How did you do that?
Plugged it into my computer and opened Celebrate.
You have a Celebrite application on your computer?
No, it comes in the download.
In the download, okay. And that allows parsing or allows you to be able to read and review the information?
Yes.
While you were reviewing that and going through it, were you collecting images and information and communicating that information to Detective Ramos?
Yes.
And were you communicating and sending that to him through some electronic means?
Yes.
And what was that?
Phone, email, talking on the phone, stuff like that.
Were you assisting with this investigation?
At that time, yes.
Okay. Now, you've indicated that you were viewing images. Did you, in fact, take snips or record in some way the information that was on the computer screen?
Yes.
All right. That's it. I got one moment.
Yes. Yes.
Hey Jordan, good morning. Happy Friday. It's a lot going on, y'all. Expect a renegade report later on today, okay? We'll talk about the shit that's going on in the sector later. There will definitely be a renegade report, okay? No worries. We gonna recap everything that happened last night, because baby, it was a hot mess. Woo, but I'm gonna leave the content. So we gonna let that go. But y'all expect the renegade report later, okay? Hype me up. Hype me up. Let's go.
A quick morning recess, so if you all would step into the jury room, we'll be with you momentarily.
All rise.
They're taking a little small recess. Y'all, were y'all tapped in last night? Everything that happened? Baby, as the YouTube world turns. Just drop a yes in the chat if you was in view
Very
as
good. Everyone have a seat. Okay, so is it corporal, detective?
Detective, but I'm a corporal.
Okay, so currently it's corporal.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Since you've not yet been cross-examined, while we're on this break, you can't talk to anybody, including the prosecutors, about anything related to this case. So you're welcome to sit there, but you don't have to, so it's up to you. Okay, so, very good. So you're getting your exhibits cleaned up, and then they're not calling Robert Howard. Are you all,
So that's an issue. Yesterday, I subpoenaed him.
yeah,
So if they're not calling, we want to call him.
that's what I'm asking.
He's out of jail.
So he won't be shipped. Was he writted here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that there's some mechanism for
I am notifying the clerk right now. So Mr. Howard can go back today, but he's not to be released from the Hillsborough County Jail. Okay? He needs to stay here through, at this point, at least through October 31st. Okay?
Your Honor, we could also address the visit that occurred with Mr. Howard. I did have an opportunity to speak with him this morning, learning that happened.
What visit?
I went to see him last night.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Howard is represented by counsel. Apparently that did come up in conversation. And that counsel was not present or notified of the meeting itself. Additionally, there were some concerns by Mr. Howard, at least related to me, about whether he was being recorded either by video or audio by the defense attorneys at that time. If that's the case, he asked for an instruction to the court for that to be recorded.
So I can say it's not recording audio or visual. I don't know what he's getting that idea from. But I did go and see him. I just said I subpoenaed him. I went to jail myself to subpoena him because I saw the state tear down the witness list. And I was concerned that they might not call Robert Howard, so
Okay, that's fine. So you're, as an officer of the court, you're saying that there was no surreptitious recording of Mr. Howard?
I would have no reason to record it.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No, I didn't record it.
Okay, he says he didn't record.
Understood, Your Honor. The questioning that took place also was without the presence of Mr. Howard, because he was asked questions.
Well, Mr.
about-
Howard, but without his
without
counsel.
attorney, excuse me, because his questions not only about this case, but his federal case or potential exposure on that.
I didn't.
It's what was relayed to me. I was not there, Your Honor, so I can only relay
Right.
what the witnesses provided to me this morning.
I can tell you what I did ask him. The first question I asked him was whether he represented in this case as a one of the victims' rights attorney or anything like that. He said no. And then I asked him, are you represented in your federal case? He said yes. I asked him, are you represented in your state probation case? He said no. I did not ask him about his exposure. He then asked me, am I in any trouble? Do I need to be represented in this case? And I said, you're not in trouble. Because he thought that maybe because I asked him the question of whether he got representation, that maybe the state was coming after him for some reason. And I told him, you're not in any trouble in this case. I don't know anything about your other cases, but that's it. I didn't ask him about his exposure in this federal case.
Okay. So what are you asking?
Only that in advance of his testimony next week, that if the defense is going to call him, we employ the same procedures we typically do, which is both sides meeting, discussing the impeachable issues as far as priors, pending cases, those types of things before Mr. Howard takes the stand.
Okay.
That's normal.
Well, you have to disclose any impeachment material. You don't have to, I know. You don't have to go over your strategy, but if you are intending to impeach him with anything, you just have to make sure it's been disclosed, whereas otherwise, no.
He was deposed in the case, the state was present. They gave a depo paper copy of the digital copy, I have it, so.
Okay, so I guess what I'm hearing is if he made any statements to you when you met with him last night that you're going to use to impeach him, you have to disclose it.
There were none.
Okay, they're not going to use any statements that were made when Mr. McClyman met with them last night. Okay, so we should be good on that. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Get going.
They having a 5-minute recess. Five-minute recess, guys. They'll be back in 5 minutes. Good morning, Texas 713. They on the little 5 minute recess. They've been gone for maybe like a minute, so it's probably like 4 more minutes. But there'll be a renegade report later today, okay? Recapping last night and whatever happens today. We definitely gonna talk about it. I'll definitely be live. I'm gonna do this content this morning. I'm gonna get this out the way. But later today, be expecting a renegade report, cause baby, mm-mm, oh, what the hell, Texas 713? The hell going on, bruh? What's up with Texas and they STDs? Like, bruh, nigga tell me he from Texas. I'm just gonna say, keep moving. Just keep going, keep. I ain't the one for you, baby. I ain't the one for you, baby. Mm-mm. Now I'm starting to believe SD when he said everybody in Dallas got herpes. That nigga wasn't lying. That nigga was not lying. Do you hear me? Shit. Mm-hmm. I use condoms. Don't put all us in that boat. You be raw dog and something 713. You ain't. You know, every nigga got at least one bitch they be, you know what I'm saying? Let's not act like you're not using the condom with somebody. And don't try to slide that out there like just in case. Just in case I'm straight. That's almost what you was saying, low key. I'm not about to play with you 713. It's too early, okay? Mm-mm. I started to call in. I was drunk. I was drunk last night. I started to call in though, but I said, nah, I'm gonna let him have it. Mm-mm. It's Friday. I'm gonna get on them later. Okay, talk about some facts. Yeah, it's always that. You know, just like bitches, they gonna have that one nigga. You know what I'm saying? So let's not even play. Or in this case, shit, look like these bitches be letting every nigga raw them out, raw dog days. Oh yeah, he was showing his natural ass last night. Okay, I'm still confused at how it started. I'm still confused at how we got here. See, I missed when he first hit the link. Like, did he first hit the link and was talking shit, and that made Fly Rubble hit the link, or did Fly Rubble hit the link going in on Mr. A Shine? I was a little confused about how it started. Because by the time I got in there, he was out, like Fly Rubble was already coming, on and off the panel and all of that. So I don't really just know how it started. And another thing too. So did he say something about Boss Up Lex? Did Mr. A. Shawn say something about Boss Up Lex last night? Okay, so Mr. Houston started it first. Okay. Now what was said about Boss Up Lex though? I heard her name being mentioned, but I missed that part. I missed that part. Do you know? If you do, drop it in the chat or DM me. Okay, so I guess they might be back.
didn't notice until you said something. Now I'm just gonna hear.
Like a little glare on TV today.
So, yeah, I thought, well, from my perspective, I thought there was some glare on it, but then again, I'm not looking at it straight on. So are you gonna, should we maybe dim a light or something? Can we dim these lights?
They're not seeing it for glare or something? I didn't hear.
Well, they raised an issue that there's glare on it, so.
Okay.
And I want to say we've had this problem before in this courtroom, and I think we've turned off some of the lights.
Okay, do you want to get Nancy?
Yeah, these. Yeah. I'm having a vague recollection of having to do that previously.
Judge, we think it might be this center strip from the last time.
Yeah, we'll try and see what works. Can you guys put something up there so we can just take a look and see? Let the jury know we're just working on the glare situation.
They're not bringing them back, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Do you see it or? Can you see it?
Yes, it is the strip of lights, I think, over there.
The center aisle,
Nope, the ones on the other side.
those.
Yes, there's a big line going across.
Oh, okay. You mean
So-
this top, there we go.
Yeah.
Is that better? No?
This strip right here, going across there. Yeah. because
Can you
this one's
just
hidden from the
isolate that
screen.
one or no?
By the, Was it better start or no? Let me go up and look.
Is there a button just for that strip and not the rest, or no? Oh, they're not, okay. They are, okay.
It's still there a little bit. Yeah, it's going across the top.
Is there,
It's like a ribbon of white going across.
what if we move the TV a little bit further back? Where's the, because I can't see from here, where's the strip coming through? Top, bottom,
Yeah.
middle?
Actually, if you move it forward, then I don't know. I think you can,
Mr. McClymont, you're also, any from the defense is welcome to go sit in the jury box, just to, yeah. I don't know, you guys tell me.
Let me see. I can see it when I'm standing here, but maybe when they're sitting, they won't be able to.
There's notes on that.
Their notes are.
Well, don't read 'em.
Their notebooks are turned upside down, most of them, but I haven't looked at them. I can't even see notes that are in front of me.
That's a lot of notes.
Yeah, I can still see the white strip going across, but, I was gonna suggest maybe pulling it back a little and angling it towards the jury.
Try that. I can.
I think that's fine.
Well, we'll just have to work with it today, and then you guys, we can fine tune it. Okay?
Beyonce, like, is it?
Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I did this a little. Is that helping or not? Elmo?
All right, like I said, we've got all afternoon to work on that, so let's go ahead and bring in our jury. Okay, very good. Thank you. Welcome back. Everyone have a seat. We have attempted, I believe you all notified the bailiff that there was a glare on the screen, so we have attempted to mitigate. It may be there still somewhat, but we're going to work on it this afternoon after you guys have been excused and hopefully eliminate it. This courtroom, it's courtroom number 1. The acoustics and the lighting are terrible, but what are you going to do? All right, very good. So with that, go ahead, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Detective, before we took our break, Corporal, I was asking you about recording the images from the partial extraction from Ms. Steiger's phone.
Yes.
Your Honor, we would tender State 65, A is in alpha through G is in golf.
Any objection?
No, okay.
Okay, admitted.
Moving to publish State 65A. Is this one of the images that was on the phone, contained on the phone?
Yes.
All right. And is that a photograph of the driver's license for Rashad Murphy?
I want
I'm
to say.
sorry, for Davion Murphy.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I think that's Davion's, yeah.
Davion Murphy, yes, you're right, Davion Murphy. Down here in this access modified section, 6/18/2024, 5:29 p.m. and 6/18/2024, 5:29, 53 p.m. with UTC markings. Is that the date that would have been taken or collected by the phone?
Taken.
Taken, okay. State 65B, publishing. Was this an image that you also recorded and forwarded to Detective Ramos?
Yes.
And did you send the prior image to Detective Ramos?
Yes.
65A, all right. Now, in this photograph, this appears to be a photograph of possibly a crime scene with some officers in the scene.
Yes.
And was there a video, a music link attached to it for Young and Ace?
Yeah, it's a screenshot of what looks like an Instagram post, and when you post something on your story on like Instagram, you can tag and insert a video or a song with it, and that's what that is right there. It says "Don't Know Why" by Young and Ace.
Okay. And this is a date, this has a date of June 19th, 2024, 5:29:21 p.m. with, again, UTC +0 markings.
Yes.
Is that the date that would have been found or recorded on the phone?
I believe it was a screenshot. That's the day it was screenshotted.
Screenshotted, all right. Now, 65C, and I think now we're dealing with a photograph of Rashad Murphy, is that correct, his DL?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I want to say, yeah, it looks like it, but the name is very blurry, I can't.
Okay. And this is an identification card?
Yes, it is.
A Florida identification card, all right. So, maybe if I bring it up and show it to you. You can read, and I know it's a little blurry. Do you see the name Rashad Travion?
Yeah,
And I
I can
believe-
see Travion very well.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen this before, so I know it's Rashad Murphy's, but I just wanted to make sure.
And it's potentially on this identification card is the last name Jakur and not Murphy. It's a different last name.
Okay, I can't see it.
Okay. Can I approach the witness again? John?
Yes.
And this is 65C that we've been publishing right below my finger.
Okay. But Murphy's up here, right? I think that's what I'm saying. It's really blurry. I don't want to
Okay.
answer incorrectly.
Yeah, sustain us to speculation.
Okay. 65C. Do you see the name Murphy above that?
Yes.
Okay. And you've seen this image previously when you were viewing it on the screen of your computer?
Yes.
And that is an image of Rashad Murphy?
Yes.
State 65D is in Delta Publishing. Was this an image that you found with associated information in the partial extraction?
Yes.
And what is this image?
It's a screenshot of a contact.
What is the contact? Is there a name on it?
Yes, it's Go to Man.
Is there a phone number associated to the contact?
Yes.
What is the phone number?
904-309.
And in the information as far as this image, is it recorded as to when that was placed in the phone?
Yes, June 22nd, 2024.
Is this an image that was found in the partial extraction? And this is state 65E is an echo.
Yes.
Does this appear to be a photograph?
Yes.
What's in the photograph?
A black boot, black pants, a bag that has a charger, 305s, and a straight talk phone.
Okay. 305s are cigarettes?
Yeah.
And is there a time and date as to the recording of that image?
Yes, it's June 22nd, 2024 at 7:09 a.m. in UTC time.
In UTC time. So that would be 4 hours ahead as far as Eastern Standard Time?
Sustain us to leading. Rephrase
Would
your
there be
question.
an offset between Eastern Standard Time and UTC?
Yes,
And what is that?
4 hours.
Universal Time Code, is that UTC?
Yes.
State 65F is in Foxtrot, Publishing. And was this another image that was in the partial extraction?
Yes.
What is in the image?
Rifle.
Are you familiar with the AR platform?
Somewhat,
Does
yes.
that appear to be an AR platform rifle?
Yeah.
And is there a time associated to the collection of that image in the phone?
Yeah, it's June 20th, 2024, 3:02 a.m. in UTC time.
State 65G is in golf. Was this an image that was on that extraction?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors what this image is?
It is a screenshot of a message through Airbnb.
Okay. I'm going to try to zoom in on it so we can read it. Now, if you could start at the top, does there appear to be a name associated to the message?
Yes.
And what is the name?
The person that they're writing to is Rashad.
Okay. What is the name of the person on the top that is sending the message?
Anthony.
Can you read the message for us?
Yes. Hello, Rashad, and thanks for your reservation. I wanted to confirm right away your reservation at Lagoon Oasis starting on June 22nd, 2024 to June 24th, 2024. If you need any additional information, please do not hesitate to ask. You'll receive check-in instructions 2 hours before 3 to 5 p.m. on the day of your arrival through an email titled Lagoon Oasis Check-in Instructions. Our HOA requires for security purposes that all guests booking with us provide a valid ID through the Airbnb message portal. Failure to comply with this request will apply our cancellation policies. Regarding early check-in, if we finish preparing the room for you early, we will let you know so that you can check in early. There's an additional cost of $20 payable through the resolution. I look forward to hosting you.
Was there information recorded in the extraction showing when this was actually sent to the phone?
Yes.
And just so you have a good opportunity to read that. Can you read for us the date it was created and the time?
June 22nd, 2024 at 8:11 a.m. UTC time.
This information was being relayed to Detective Ramos from the Tampa Police Department.
Correct.
Did you at some later time, Corporal, transport Charmaine Steiger's phone to the city of Tampa?
I did.
How did you go about doing that?
I personally transported it on a plane
On
and
a
gave
plane?
it to Detective Ramos.
Did you actually meet him at the Tampa airport?
I did.
May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
I'll tender the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, Cross.
All right, your involvement in this case, just want to get what your involvement was. You work in Georgia,
Yes.
and were you a sort of a supervisor of the individuals that were working in Georgia?
No, my sergeant called and asked me to come.
Okay, and so who was supervising the operation in Georgia?
We don't really have like a supervisor. I mean, I kind of became the main point of contact, but the way we work on the unit, we just all do stuff together.
Okay.
So there's no real like supervisor.
All right, no problem. But I guess, part of the investigation entailed you holding on to a phone, right?
Correct.
The phone that was inside of the cruise.
Yes.
And who had that phone?
Inside the cruise?
Yes. Do you know who had access to the phone?
Both of them, I believe.
Both?
Charmaine and Rashad.
Okay, so both Rashad and Charmaine. Were there any other phones recovered?
No.
This image, this is State's Exhibit 65B. You mentioned this on direct, right?
Yes.
You know the significance of it?
I only did it, at the time, I was still getting filled in on all the details, and I remember they had told me that there was like some beef between the victim in this case and another rapper named Young and Ace. So I was just going through it and then taking notes.
Okay.
So I just put this in there.
Understood. This exhibit, this is State's 65D. You see the name Gutterman there, correct?
Yes.
Do you know who Gutterman is?
I did that back then. Yeah, I do now too. Sorry.
Okay. Is it Isaiah Chance?
Yes.
At least that's what the evidence tells you?
That's what I was told, yes.
Right. And that phone number there, do you know that phone number 904-309-4707, if that belonged to Isaiah Chance?
I don't know. I don't think I did any additional research on that phone number. I just remember them asking for the name Gutta when I was going through the phone.
Okay, but for sure, that number does not belong to Alicia Andrews, is that correct?
I have no idea.
All right. So at least there's no evidence that you have that would suggest that that phone number belongs to Alicia Andrews.
Yeah, I have no evidence.
All right. showing 65E, state 65E. This photograph, do you know who is depicted in this photograph?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. My
You're
bad.
good, you're good. Do you know whose foot or leg is depicted in this photograph?
I don't.
Okay. You're not sure if that's Rashad or Davion?
No, I can't see any. I can't see their face.
Okay. And then what about the, I guess the significance of the photo itself? Do you know what this photo signifies?
So I took note of this because I had seen the surveillance footage, and it matched the clothing, and there were also some, like jail calls later that mentioned the straight talk phone.
Okay.
Well, they didn't say a straight, they didn't want it to be tracked, like an untraceable phone. I can't think of what
They
it's
call it
called.
like a burner phone?
Yes, burner phone,
All right.
or trap phone or something.
Okay. But none of that conversation was surrounded with Alicia Andrews, correct?
No.
This is 65F, state 65F. That AR that you see there, I guess there may be two weapons there, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Were any of these recovered?
I don't know.
All right. So do you know if these were used in the murder?
I don't know.
And do you know if any of these weapons have anything to do with Alicia Andrews?
I don't know.
The last portion of the exhibit, 65G, that we saw earlier. All right. The person sending this message, it looks like an Anthony, is that correct?
Correct.
At the very top, you see Anthony?
Yes.
And then it's sent at 3:55 a.m., correct?
Yes, that's what it says on there, yes.
All right, and this is an email that you receive when you book an Airbnb with Anthony, right?
Through a brain, yeah.
Okay, through Airbnb, this
Yes.
is Anthony's email.
Yes, to
All
Andrew's
right.
property.
And this email is directed to Rashad
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
not Alicia Andrews.
No.
And this date, the dates for this booking, this Airbnb booking, are June 29th to June 24th, is that correct?
No.
Or, I'm
June
sorry.
22nd to June 24th.
Yeah, my numbers. June 22nd to June 24th, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and it also states on there that all guests booking with us provided valid ID through the Airbnb message portal. Do you see that?
Yes.
All right, and do you know if Alicia Andrews' ID was ever provided?
I don't know, because I went through the download before I learned of her name, and then I gave it to Detective Ramos. So when I was going through it, it was just the initial stuff I had at the time. I didn't know her name, so if there is her ID in the phone, I wouldn't have remembered it.
Understood. You conducted an interview with Charmaine Steiger.
I did.
That's the woman who was with Rashad Murphy
Yes.
in Georgia.
Correct.
And Charmaine Steiger is his girlfriend,
Child's mother.
child's mother.
Yeah.
They were together?
At the time, yes.
All right. And Charmaine Steiger does not live in Georgia, correct?
Correct.
Neither does Rashad Murphy.
Correct.
They both live in Jacksonville,
Correct.
and they both live together in the same home at the time.
I think she said he had just started staying there. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. She said
Okay.
it was complicated.
All right. But they ended up in Georgia, what is this, the day after the murder?
No, it was the 26th, I believe.
A few days after the murder, you all found them in Georgia?
Correct.
Do you have any reason to be in Georgia?
Judge, objection, speculation.
If she knows, do you know?
I found an address associated with them, but I don't know, or associated with Rashad, but other than that, I don't know.
All right. Rashad is supposed to have been in Florida, in Tampa, Florida, during the time of this murder. Is that correct?
Correct.
Charmaine Steiger told you she was with him in Jacksonville on the day of the murder.
Sustain the objection, sustain.
Can we come sidebar? This is a
No.
non-hearsay statement, Judge. It's not for the truth of the matter asserted.
No, sustain the objection.
Charmaine Steiger never got arrested, right?
I don't think so.
No further questions.
Okay, redirect.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal, you indicated that we just all do stuff together when you're conducting investigations. Were you talking about you and the other detectives in the homicide unit?
Yeah, we just all kind of take tasks and do it.
You work as a team.
Yes.
The photograph of the clothing states 65E. Of the leg with the boot on, the bag with the charger, the cigarettes, and the burner phone. The clothing you indicated matched the descriptions from the surveillance videos from the murder.
Correct.
Okay. I don't have anything else, Your Honor.
All right, may this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Free
you,
to
Your
go.
Honor.
All right, do you have any other witnesses?
Oh, yes. Your Honor, we need to recall Officer Vega.
Okay. Mr. Vega, you remain under oath from when you were previously sworn.
Your Honor, we would tender state 63A as an alpha through I as in India.
Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, admitted.
Moving to publish 63A. Officer Vega, do you recognize that individual?
Yes, sir.
Is that the individual that you arrested that got out of the Chevy Cruze?
Yes, sir.
Is that Rashad Murphy?
Yes, sir.
Is that the way he appeared that day?
Yes, sir.
Are those the jeans he was wearing?
Yes.
The Chevy Cruze, was it impounded and taken to a facility related to the Gwinnett County Police Department?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you state 63B. Is that a photo of the hood and the front end of the car?
Yes, sir.
And 63D. Does that appear to be the driver's side of the car?
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, any
Thank you,
recross?
officer.
No, Judge.
Okay, all right. May this witness now be excused.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good, thank you. All right, any additional witnesses?
No, you're not. No, Your Honor, not at this time.
Okay, all right, so good news for you all anyway. It's 11:10, so I kept my promise to you all that you would be done no later than noon today. So while we're on this break, just remember my previous admonitions. While we're in this weekend recess, don't read, watch, listen to any news accounts related to this case. Don't do any independent investigation, and don't talk to anybody about anything related to this case. This weekend, think, talk about anything except anything related to this case, all right? Very good. So you all have a good weekend. We'll see you back here Monday morning at 9 a.m.
All rise.
Okay?
I'll do it.
Very good. Do we need, I think there is an exhibit that's still in dispute, correct?
Yes.
75, and remind me again which, C3. Is that the only one, 3 and 10?
Judge, yes, it is, 3 and 10.
Okay, so can someone show me again, 75C3?
Yes, Judge, I have both of them.
We might turn up the lights now.
Need the lights up there?
Might as well.
I'll work on the back.
Okay, sure.
For them.
Okay, so tell me, what am I looking at here?
So, Your Honor,
Yes.
no, they're not.
Sorry, Your Honor, I read the city's claim.
Okay,
Sure.
What is this?
The messages, which are to what appears to be an iPod, Your Honor, are iMessages back and forth with this defendant and a 6-block member, so a member of the opposing side of her current boyfriend from back in 2020. That 6-block member is explaining to her some of the issues that he is having with Charles Jones. These are the messages during which or in which the defendant specifically talks about the witness, Mr. Howard specifically talks about his involvement in his activity that's occurring in Jacksonville, and about the death of Bibby, another source of what we expect some of the testimony to be. These messages with this individual also discuss J. Jacory Rivers is the true name of Mr. J. And he is associated in this case in that he funded or sent the money for the Airbnb to the defendant's boyfriend, Mr. Chance, in advance of his using his Airbnb or his Cash App account to book the room with Mr. Murphy. So that's why we are seeking to admit these, number one, for the defendant's knowledge of, again, this ongoing issue between the two groups, but additionally the link to the other individuals associated to this case.
Okay, so where it says, who is kshorty335@icloud.com?
His street name is K. Shorty. His real government name is Therese Powell.
Therese Powell. Okay, and so when I'm looking at this, for example, the first line says, you don't even sleep that hard, so you gotta be OTP. Who's sending and who's receiving?
The email that's above those messages on the left side are from K. Shorty's account. So that's the email associated essentially with, for example, iMessage, right? So those would be from him.
Okay.
Then if you look to the other side, how it looks like it's tabs, that would be from the defendant in response to him.
Okay, so then, for example, the response to that, and you're telling me this is from the defendant, okay, I get that, I wasn't saying you can't post her, I just feel like you're not ready to talk to nobody, that's all. That would be from Ms. Andrews.
Correct. This is an extraction from Ms. Andrews' device.
Okay, okay. And so there's some then, so I guess just preliminarily,
Your setup wants Opera GX, and you're holding it back. Download Opera GX.
They installed the new unit and really made the team comfortable. Lisa, I'm hearing that we have your technician, Caleb, at the Comfort Zone podium.
It looked like you needed to install a new unit.
That's right, and the ball was in our court, and I'm proud of my 1-hour team.
Trent Prim, what does it take to win at this level?
Oh, you gotta give it 110%. There's things that this team does that just don't show up on the invoice, Trent.
That's all, guys.
Thank you.
A big win today for the Hendersons and 1 hour.
A factory authorized Carrier dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
okay, and this would be the message, you said 1020, which from K. Shorty begins, all I want you to do is protect me and make sure nothing happened to me, because I'm gone, do the same. Don't let nobody know we talked, that you think gone, get around to somebody else, because you never know what other people Anyway, it's a very long run-on sentence, so is that?
Yes, it's a very long run-on paragraph. It actually starts at the 11:36 message from that same date, Your Honor. So on 10/4 of 2020 at 11:36 a.m., there's a very long run-on. It's just not able to be captured on the same page.
Okay, and so defense, what's your objection?
Several, Judge. I'll start with first just the meaning of the messages. They are even earlier than the messages that we objected to move on yesterday. These messages are from October of 2020. The second issue is knowledge, Ms. Andrews' knowledge of what is happening in the city, connected to people, some of them that she knows, some of them that she doesn't know, none of them that she has a specific personal relationship with, is not a material issue in this case. It is a collateral issue. Whether or not she knows what's happening, every witness that's come up here has some idea about what's happening. It's not a material issue. The issue is whether or not she had the intent, whether or not she agreed to be involved in this conspiracy for a specific murder. There's no discussion about this murder that would happen 4 years later, or any intent of hers to be involved in it. It's completely not relevant. Also, the way the state characterizes these messages is very different than what it actually is. This is a man, a young guy at this point, and a young woman having a conversation about whether or not they're going to be in a relationship. This gentleman seems to be possibly suffering maybe from PTSD, or I don't even know what the messages are. It's just very long. Him talking about somebody accusing him of something that he didn't do, and pouring his heart out, hoping that, he can live a normal life. He adamantly even denies being a part of it, so he's not an admitted member of any gang. And I haven't heard any testimony from any officer that he's a part of a gang, and I don't expect to, because it's not a relevant matter to this specific case. This is another attempt to, quite frankly, reach and stretch the idea that she is somehow involved in this particular murder, because 4 years ago she had a conversation with a guy who was romantically interested in her, who was really talking about wanting to live a normal life and be away from all of this, and how he's warning people to stay away from it. So it's not even it is not actually the way that they're framing it. But even if it were, the fact that she knows these people, she lives in Jacksonville, Your Honor. She is from Jacksonville. It is inevitable that she's going to know people or have communication with these people. Her association, and I don't mean association literally with the gang, I mean knowing these people or coming into contact with them, is not a material issue in this case. It is another attempt by the state to put this before the jury to make it appear as though she is associated with the gang, when their own expert officers, detectives, are going to testify that she's not associated with the gang. It's really just an attempt to sour the jury, to inflame their passions, and to make it appear as though she spent her entire life being, cozying up to gang members. It's not relevant at all to what this case is about, and Your Honor has already limited the scope of what they're allowed to discuss outside of the actual murder. It's supposed to be limited to this 2023 shooting, and here we are again attempting to elicit, this person is not going to testify. There's a hearsay issue as well, but this is just not relevant information. It's confusing to the jury. It's not relevant to what they need to decide, and I don't see any probative value to any issue in this case. Her messages back to him are not discussing, it's not even connected to what she discussed, to what was discussed yesterday in the text messages. She's talking about not being romantically involved or being romantically involved with this guy, him being a good person, her being a good person. This is not relevant at all to what we have. It's just an attempt to paint her, as a bad person who likes to be around gang members. It has nothing to do with the actual allegations in this case.
Okay, so again, I view this as direct evidence, not collateral evidence, and I did limit the collateral evidence as you indicated, but her statements, or her her knowledge of the gang involvement and Julio, Foolio, and then the beef between the gangs is relevant to the case. But my biggest issue with this, these are just really long, run-on, nonsensical for the, I mean, there's parts of it in here, for example, where there's talk about Julio, Foolio specifically. Again, the second page of this exhibit,
Your Honor, I'd be happy to work with the exhibit and highlight more relevant portions, provide an updated copy of that to the defense. My only concern is the defense wanting the evidence surrounding those statements, but in the event that a more redacted version where it's just specifically talking about the parties related to this case and the individuals that were actually present with the decedent, I am happy to do that.
And Your Honor, if I can add, well, first, if the court is going to ultimately allow them in, I would like the opportunity to parse through, what we would.
Sure.
But
So-
also, Your Honor, based on the information that they introduced yesterday, the state has already established that she is knowledge. And it goes back to my point, what is the actual purpose of this outside of attempting to paint her in a particular matter? And I don't believe it's relevant. I understand the court's ruling, but outside of it already being established, it becomes cumulative. It becomes confusing. These are more names of people that are not involved in this particular incident. And additionally, Your Honor, it's prejudicial. It's significantly prejudicial. And I'll also add this. If knowledge of the gangs, because the way the state is painting it is though she has some kind of specialized knowledge of these, these incidents and these people. I don't expect objections when we question their witnesses about how common this information is, right? When we question them about the comments on, social media, the things that people seem to be aware of, the people that make videos and appear to have intimate knowledge about what's going on. If knowledge is, if they're painting her to have some sort of specialized knowledge, then I would expect there to be any sort of objections or limiting to us establishing this is actually not specialized knowledge. This is information that anybody in proximity or with a phone could get access to because everyone is talking about it everywhere.
okay, well, that sounds like your cross or closing argument, right?
Maybe both, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so you do need, I want you, state, to attempt to redact this, just to, like, pertinent parts, like I can make out in here, for example, the conversation, because there is an actual, start talking about Julio, Foolio, and 6 Block, and ATK, and who's involved and who's not involved, and so that kind of thing is going to be more relevant than a lot of this other stuff that's almost, to me, indecipherable.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, anyway, so try and pare it down, run it by the defense, and then see if you guys, I know you don't agree to this coming in, but just take a look at their redactions, and if you are going to argue for further redactions, or if you want stuff left in for the rule of completeness, then let them know as well. So I'd rather have them start being conservative with their redactions and go from there, okay? Then,
And Your Honor, just to sort of add, again, there were 370,000 artifacts on this iPod device. I don't know if, the court, I don't know if it's something we need to address now, but I don't want this to continue to be an issue where we're continuing every time that Julio's name is mentioned that it's going to be admitted because my client, was in a conversation about it.
well, they've only, let me put it this way. So as far as the exhibits for the state's case in chief, they've identified 75C3 and 75C10. So that's what we're discussing. So I don't know if the defendant testifies, if there's going to be something else that they're going to want to use to impeach her. I have no idea, but we're just talking about state's case in chief.
Correct, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Right?
Okay, well, as far as I know, this is the only exhibits that they've produced to you that you're objecting to, not the only exhibits, but the two we're discussing. Okay, so then what is, so I'm gonna overrule the objection to 75C3, but with the caveat, I want the state attempt to redact this to the truly pertinent portions of the message exchange.
And for the record, because I don't believe I said this, we also would object on the basis of hearsay.
Okay.
As it's related to the other person's statements, and based on what the state is saying, it appears as though they are attempting to elicit this for the truth of the matter, that she was aware of what was actually occurring, and that what he's saying is actually true. So we object on that basis as well.
Well, I think they're attempting just to show what her knowledge is, not that any of this is factually accurate per se. It's certainly not grammatically accurate, I can tell you that.
The results that we've seen at the moment are amazing. Takes a lot of stress off the team.
Meet Finn, the #1 AI agent for customer service that automatically resolves up to 86% of queries with answers that feel human. Any channel, any language, 24/7. Learn more at fin.ai.
I got something coming up.
This fall, think fast and eat faster at Raising Cane's. So grab a box combo and catch.
My name's Chad Powers.
A chance.
Okay, what's the objection?
Let me just confirm.
Do you want to see the exhibit?
Yes.
Sure.
What I have looks like it's C1.
Come on up.
Okay, now I got it. I'm looking at C1.
Okay. Sure.
Put both on the exhibit list just so it's here for everyone.
I was locked out. Yeah, couldn't get back in.
We did that on purpose. Here you go. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Is this it? Okay. Okay, the clerk needs it.
Okay, so,
Judge, we'd object for all the same reason.
okay. And what's the relevance of this?
Your Honor, as it relates to the messages in C10, the communications between these two devices are both, again, the same basis, the knowledge, but specifically in the instance of the April 10th of 2023 messages, the defendant's co-defendant, Mr. Chance, is referencing 23. That person will be one of the individuals that was shot and killed at the town center that was referenced and will be ultimately referenced by our gang units as well in this case. It again goes to her knowledge of not only her knowledge of those killings in the dispute, but the defendant's boyfriend, or Mr. Chance, the co-defendant, actually explaining to her what occurred there and why he will not return there, and essentially providing her with additional information about his problems with the other gang. Lastly, the first page, did you? How many pages does the court have?
2.
Okay, that's it. Those are the only ones now.
What's the TikTok hyperlink in here? What's that for? Do you know?
I do not. It would not reopen. The town center shooting that they're speaking about was a shooting in which 4 individuals were shot up, 3 of them died, 1 survived. That first music video was about, and again, that the When I See You music video by our victim was published regarding. Their photos are preserved in that music video. That was primarily what kicked off both sides.
Okay. I'll overrule the objection. All right, here you go. Okay.
Did I understand the defense to make an additional objection to 75C1?
I didn't hear it. I think when we first discussed this, we already discussed the 3 items. So on 75C1 is a text now chat dated June 17th of 2024.
Yes, and Your Honor, just to be clear, those are the 2 messages, the blue messages to,
Does the court have a copy of
I
that?
don't.
it's the 1 page, just 1 paragraph. Okay, yes, I don't have an objection to that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There you go. Okay. Okay, anything else we need to discuss before we break for the day? All right, so it looks like, State, you might rest on Tuesday, maybe?
Judge, I know that Detective Ramos's examination is going to be rather lengthy, and I anticipate his cross will be as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys, whenever it is state rest, you all just need to be ready to go with if you've got any witnesses other than your client. Okay? So if you need Mr. Howard transported, you just need to make sure that you let me know so that way we can request him to be transported the day before.
So if they are going to conclude on Tuesday, which I don't know if that's.
Yeah,
but if
We
they
will
are,
go into Wednesday. I
That's
think
fine.
Ramos is going to be pretty lengthy.
I guess I'm just trying to tell you guys, you need to be ready to roll into your case, assuming you're gonna put one on. That's all I'm saying.
So, yes, I'm trying to figure out the logistics. So if they're going to end Tuesday, then we would want Robert Howard Wednesday. If they're gonna end Wednesday, I guess depending on the time, if
Yeah.
they end, we would want Robert Howard Wednesday still, but it's gonna follow Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, so it maybe sounds that most likely would be Wednesday for Mr. Howard. That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
I think so, because we saw the medical examiner and the ballistic expert, and some witnesses from Jacksonville.
Sure. Okay. All right, so maybe possibly closings Thursday? Okay.
Well,
Key. So we'll see. Okay. All right, very good. You guys enjoy your weekend too. All right, see you all Monday morning at 9 a.m.
Oh, the body.
Georgia, correct?
Correct.
Neither does Rashad Murphy.
Correct.
They both live in Jacksonville,
Correct.
and they both live together in the same home at the time.
I think she said he had just started staying there. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. She said
Okay.
it was complicated.
All right. But they ended up in Georgia, what is this, the day after the murder?
No, it was the 26th, I believe.
A few days after the murder, you all found them in Georgia?
Correct.
Do they have any reason to be in Georgia?
Judge, objection, speculation.
If she knows, do you know?
I found an address associated with them, but I don't know, or associated with Rashad, but other than that, I don't know.
All right. Rashad is supposed to have been in Florida, in Tampa, Florida, during the time of this murder. Is that correct?
Correct.
Charmaine Steiger told you she was with him in Jacksonville on the day of the murder.
Sustain the objection. Sustain.
Can we come sidebar? This is a
No.
non-hearsay statement, Judge. It's not for the truth of the matter asserted.
No, sustain the objection.
Charmaine Steiger never got arrested, right?
I don't think so.
No further questions.
Okay, redirect.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal, you indicated that we just all do stuff together when you're conducting investigations. Were you talking about you and the other detectives in the homicide unit?
Yeah, we just all kind of take tasks and do it.
You work as a team.
Yes.
The photograph of the clothing states 65 feet. Of the leg with the boot on, the bag with the charger, the cigarettes, and the burner phone. The clothing you indicated matched the descriptions from the surveillance videos from the murder.
Correct.
Okay. I don't have anything else, Your Honor.
All right, may this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Free to
you,
go.
Honor.
All right, do you have any other witnesses?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, we need to recall Officer Vega.
Okay. Mr. Vega, you remain under oath from when you were previously sworn.
Your Honor, we would tender state 63A as an alpha through I as in India.
Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, admitted.
Thanks. I'm not sure if they breaking for the day, because the day's supposed to be a short day. Just hold on, let me check and see if they calling it quit for the day. Hold on a second.